I'm wondering what they're going to do to honor Korra, because they honored Aang when they had the first episode where, like, my father, Avatar Aang, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I wonder.
They're going to say she destroyed the world.
What?
What's up, Cabbage Crew? It is Matt and John. Here. Oh, I thought you were going to keep calling me.
No, we're here.
Guys, we have some breaking news.
We got breaking news.
We've been doing reactions for the last couple months, but here we are. We're back. We're back.
We're getting fidgety here. I just want to talk about it. I just want to talk about it. Ooh.
What? We have some breaking news, Cabbage Crew, and that is, well, for one, happy birthday to the best series of all time, 20th anniversary of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know what to say besides just coughing, but
it's kind of crazy how I was 7, I was 7 turning 8 when that show came out, and I remember, and we talked about this during our first episode, that I remember the day that it came out, and I remember watching it. Like, it's just, I remember where I was and everything. So
I remember the first commercial. I thought Sokka was the Avatar because he had face paint on.
Well, good thing it wasn't from the bumps on his forehead in season 2.
Yes. So anyway, guys, subscribe if you just want Avatar news and podcasts. And we talk about Avatar. We're talking about other shows, movies. I'm watching Captain America this weekend, so there might be a review.
I saw it yesterday.
We can review it tomorrow. Other reactions, fun things like that. So let's just discuss this breaking news that we have.
Even though we haven't talked about Avatar in like 3 months.
Yeah, yeah. No, we're gonna bring the podcast back once a month. Kind of a little bit different format, but it's coming. This is a nice segue into it. So,
sure.
The mythology and adventure of Avatar: The Last Airbender will continue with Avatar: Seven Havens, a new 26-episode 2D animated series ordered by Nickelodeon from original series creator Michael DiMartino,
Jesus.
DiMartino and
Michael DiMartino and Brian Konietzko. Come on.
Can I ever get their names right? And Avatar Studios. Let's just start with that.
I'm surprised that it's 26 episodes.
That's a lot of episodes.
It's usually like 22. 21.
Well, when they ordered Korra season 1, it was, I think, 14, and then they ordered.
It was even less than that.
Yeah, and then they ordered like 12 more, and then they did 2 seasons. So it seems like this is just gonna be 1 season, 26 episodes, which is
a lot. I mean, obviously, it's gonna be 23 minutes an episode. It's gonna be fine.
You think it's a lot?
No, well, it's a lot for because your standard 23-minute show per episode is usually about like 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Or sorry, 22 episodes. Roughly. You're adding 4 more.
Avatar was 20 episodes a season.
But I think Sozin's comment was like 20. Was it 20 as well?
Season 1's 20, season 2's 20, season 3's 21.
Okay. I just know that with 23, it usually hovers around the 23 episode, 22 episode, or even 20. Obviously, there's a spectrum here, but 26 is like pushing the boundaries to me.
Well, yeah,
but it still works. I mean, every episode's 23 minutes. It's short, so you can speed through it. But 26 was just a surprising number to me.
I am going to fix my thing. I think it's kind of short because you figured Avatar so the first series was 61 episodes.
Sure.
The second series, I believe, was 56 episodes.
Well, yeah, because you had 4 seasons.
4 seasons, and I believe it hovered around 13 to 14 episodes per season.
Sure.
So 26, unless it's like that's 1 season and then they order a second season follow-up.
They're gonna do that. That's how the Avatar universe works. They're not gonna just do 1 season. Yes.
Well,
No,
That's
they
not
are.
that's not how Avatar: The Last Airbender did it. So unless we want another messy series like Avatar Korra was, which had its great moments, but it was messy.
Yeah.
I think it's 26 episodes, one season, because I think there's gonna be multiple spinoffs. They've already said there's a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
So they're not working on one project at a time.
Right.
Yeah. For all those people that were scrapping me online, that was saying the third Avatar is not announced. It's not official. It's not official. They never announced it. There was no actual indication that they were doing it. Here we are.
Bomb drop.
7 Havens.
I'm perplexed at
That's
what that even
that's ripping off a show that I'm watching right now called Dragon Prince. There's 7 magical.
But I am perplexed on what that even means. So I'm very curious.
Yeah, you got me.
It draws me in as someone who is an original fan of even. I'll admit, Legend of Korra is one of them now. But like as an original fan, I know. As original, Avatar, and then a new fan of Korra, as an actual a fan, it just draws me in because I'm curious on what that 7 havens means. Is it 7 regions? Is it 7 people? I don't know. I'm just saying 7
elements.
I highly doubt it, but we'll see.
Well, man, I'm just trying to. Yeah, no, I get it. Well, Avatar 7 Haven, which is just, I like the title, but it's just interesting. It's weird to say that. I don't know why. Avatar 7 Havens is set in a world shattered by shattered by a devastating cataclysm. Cataclysm. I can never say that word.
Cataclysm.
A young earthbender, so it is Earth, discovers she is the new Avatar after Korra.
Yep.
But in this dangerous era, that title marks her as humanity's destroyer. Now, not its savior.
So before we go into the latter there, okay, I'm wondering what they're going to do to honor Korra, because they honored Aang when they had the first episode where my father, Avatar Aang, blah, blah. I wonder.
They're going to say she destroyed the world. They're just going to crap on her character.
Maybe. No, I mean, maybe. But I'm wondering if there's going to be any honor system if she dies of honor.
It's very good. I think it's going to be dead, man.
If there's going to be any system or any homage to Korra, was it old age? Was it 55 and had a heart attack? I don't know. What could it? I'm just wondering what they do with that. And so we can dive into that cataclysm with finding out how the new Earthbender is the Avatar, if you want to go dive into that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple ways you can look at it. You could say, one, she's the one that started, and maybe you learn this through the series, flashbacks, however they want to do it, but maybe she's the one that started, she's the one that did it, right? Or she had on accident or whatever it might be. Or maybe she's the one, she tried to stop it, something killed her, and then this dark age of maybe 50 years or 20 years went by, and now we have a new Avatar. Well, it wouldn't be 20 years, but if it's, let's say it's a 25-year-old Avatar, I don't know how old this person's going to be. I'm assuming they're going to age them up as we get older because they want to keep the generations, just like how Aang was about our age and then she was about our age. So they might be a 28-year-old Avatar.
Right.
Or a 30-year-old Avatar. And now we have this dark age of the last 30 years. It's been super depressing and stuff. And now you have this new Avatar that comes up.
I have a proposed conspiracy idea.
Okay.
What if the new Earthbender Avatar accidentally kills Korra? When she's young and doesn't even know that she's the Avatar yet. or he or she. I don't know if it's a he or she.
Well, Rava, when the Avatar spirit, then the Avatar dies, Rava goes to the next human born in the next cycle, and then that becomes the next Avatar. So the Avatar is not alive when the old Avatar is alive.
I guess it's true. I had a
conspiracy gone.
I had it gone.
No, I mean, I think if they make it, if they make it make sense, then there's something that happens, and I think that's going to be what ends Korra's life. But it's going to be a world-shattering event. Either Korra solves it, or Korra is the reason for it, or Korra is just dies from it, or maybe Korra does something to prevent the world to end, but she dies, so she does save the world in a way. And then it's now been 20 years. This world has been lived in for 20 years, so
without an Avatar.
Without an Avatar, and just like it's a post apocalyptic world, right? Like,
right.
It very much goes back to what we think of when we think of Avatar: Last Airbender. You know, there's no more cars, there's no more. It's like think of The Walking Dead, right? It's like 20 years has gone by, and now the world is shattered, and now this new Avatar came out, and it's like, I'm the Avatar, and now they're all looking at that person as the savior. But apparently, going to the second part, these people look at it as the humanity's destroyer. So I don't know, man. Maybe Korra did something.
Okay. Well, then that begs the question of being humanity's destroyer. Like, is it a Fallout situation where you just like don't trust anybody, and that's why humanity's after you as the Avatar? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like, what's the? There has to be a reason, and we'll find out. But there has to be a reason why regular people are coming after you.
Yeah, well, that's what it says. So the next quick little segment here: hunted by both human and spirit enemies.
Yeah. So you said before.
Yeah, she and her long lost twin. Did I ever say it was a girl? Yeah, yeah. So she and her long lost twin must uncover their mysterious origins and save the Seven Havens, which we don't know what it is, before civilization's last stronghold collapses. So there's a long lost twin. Very interesting, because does that mean there's two avatars? Does that mean Rava's spirit got split? Maybe Rava and Vatu situation. Maybe
that would be cool.
So this is an interesting thing. From this, just this quick little like synopsis we got. The mythology and adventure of Avatar: Last Airbender will continue with there's nothing saying this is the Avatar after Korra.
No, there is.
Where?
Like on it's after Korra. Or do you mean like?
No, there's nothing. There's nothing on here saying this is the Avatar after Korra.
I thought I read it that it was.
I mean, it says it's a follow-up series, as in like this is the next series after Korra. But like they could hypothetically make a series about Roku. They would say it's the follow-up series after this show about Roku. But it's not. It doesn't mean it's the sequel series of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they can make a movie about Aang when he's older, and then they can make another movie about Iroh when he's younger, and they would be like the follow-up movie of that is going to be the Iroh movie.
Yeah.
So my theory is that maybe this is like 20 avatars after Korra. And
I mean,
or this is so long to the future that Batu got released again. And
the twin thing.
And then a huge event happened. He took over. Spirits are now evil too. They kind of go back to that concept. Twins, two avatars. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. And then you really get into the post-apocalyptic, because then we can see what the world would look like 5,000 years after Korra, and how futuristic it looks.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Huh.
All right, so here's a little bit more. For 2 decades, my mouse. For two decades, the richly crafted world of Avatar: The Last Airbender has introduced audiences to a world of compelling characters and groundbreaking storytelling, captivating fans. All right, never mind. This isn't anything. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. I mean, that's interesting. Unfortunately, we don't have like theories or anything because it's like this is just what they announced.
Right.
On what's that
Braving
other
the
podcast?
Elements.
What's that other podcast called? It's not the
Braving the Elements.
Yeah. I know that.
And it's like they have over 1 million subscribers. We got 116.
yeah. We gotta collab with them.
We do.
No,
next on.
XCon, yeah. No, I'm really interested. I mean, there's been buzz about basically everything they said has been like rumored. Like the next Avatar is going to be Earthbender. You know, that's going to be the next story we tell.
Ended up being true.
Ended up being true. A lot of people said, oh, it's going to be like a punk metal style, post-apocalyptic style. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is, but it is post-apocalyptic. It seems like. Mm-hmm. A lot of people said that there's going to be twins. That the main character is going to have a twin.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's like it seems like a lot of that stuff was leaked and true. Now, not everything might not be true. I really hope they retcon the fact that she can't talk to her own avatars. I mean, I would love her. Yeah. Just I think one of the strongest things about the show and the idea of we can continuously do more Avatar shows is that the avatars can talk to the past leads. And it's like, you know, we could be 10 years from now on Avatar 4, and that lead is having conversations about this character and to Korra and to Roku and to Aang and to, you know, and to Kyoshi. Like that would be mind blowing. It would be awesome.
Yep.
So yeah.
Are you looking forward to it so far? Like, are you like like does it question you? Like, are you like excited or are you like easing your way into it?
I'm easing my way into it. I will say I get the stylistic choice that they're trying to do different things. I just think that doing some type of post-apocalyptic show, you know, the first thing I thought of, and this might be negative, and this might not even be true, but the first thing I thought of is it kind of shits on Avatar: The Last Airbender, the legacy. Like if you're telling me, because like the thing about Korra,
it's the 20th anniversary.
Well, not just that, but just like it shits on the like. So for instance, Korra, when they made Korra did such a good job at being like everything Aang did is a positive thing that still impacts the world, and there might be corrupt things within that. Like for instance, Republic City, that was directly about what Aang did, right? The war obviously ending, how, you know, a lot of that stuff. Now there are still pieces of the puzzle, like for instance, the corruption of Ba Sing Se, that was still kind of in place, and there are certain things that we could go back to and be like, cool, that's still a familiar thing that maybe it wasn't. The pieces weren't all tidy from Avatar because it's the world still has stuff that is not going to be fixed, and new villains will come out, and even those new villains were like cause and effect of Avatar, right? Like the new villain season 1 could take away bending, and that was kind of why Aang ended the war, or how he ended the war. It just seems like if and again I'm just speculating here, but let's say this is a post-apocalyptic kind of thing, and like 3/4 of the world dies, you know, and everything's the shit. Ba Sing Se is no longer around. Everything's like shit, and it's like very much a new world. It would just seem like it would just like kind of like all the characters we know of are dead. Everything that Aang and Zuko did, you know what I mean? Like it just kind of would feel like, I don't know. Yeah. It would just kind of feel like
it's different. It's different.
Yeah, it would just imagine if like there was a new Star Wars series, and like it just opens up and like all the Jedi are dead, every character we know are dead.
Yeah,
and the Emperor's back and he's taken over the galaxy, and it's like, what are we thinking? You know what I mean? It's like well, everything. I'm about to say Fire Lord Ozai didn't do it, but like I don't know. Again, we have to watch the show, and see. But yeah. I mean, what about you? Where are you at with this?
I'm excited. It's the original. It's the the writers.
Yes.
Or not the writers, the creators.
Yes.
I don't know if Aaron Ehas is coming back for it, but the writer.
Oh man, he's doing Dragon Prince, is he?
Yeah, but he can do two things at once. But yeah, I'm super excited because like they wouldn't approve this if it wasn't at least solid.
Yeah.
Because that's why they left the Netflix version. So, the Netflix version of the live action. So, I don't know. I am excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if they take this as an anti-hero approach as a series, because they're saying that humans and spirits are after them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see if it's an anti-hero approach to where,
right,
the avatar or avatars
yeah,
are like Bonnie and Clyde, like just like outlaws, but for a reason that might be justifiable a little bit later.
Yeah, and also, it's like both humans and spirit enemies. They're saying they're enemies, but they might be good guys, right? They're enemies in the sense of the avatar is the bad guy in their mind. In our mind, it's like, oh, the avatar's a good guy. But in everyone else's mind in the world, it's not like Avatar: The Last Airbender, where Aang was clearly the good guy, and the majority of the world was hunting him down for whatever reason. At least in season 1, it's like, no, Aang, this person is a good guy, but the bad guys are also good people that just have a reason to hate the Avatar for whatever reason. They look at the Avatar as evil, and they also said they're going to uncover their mysterious origins and save the Seven Havens.
Yeah, which I mean, that's just a whole part of world building. So I like that. I like that concept. I just hope that they do it in a I hate to say it, but good way.
Yeah.
I just hope they do it in a way that makes sense and that we as the audience can follow.
Yeah. Well, I also don't hope I hope they don't go steer a little too far away from the Avatar universe in the sense of, we have this post-apocalyptic world. Everything you know about Avatar and the world-wise is kind of starting over, and it's like a completely different world. But the 4 elements are still there. It's like I still want to recognize the world in the sense of like how we recognized it in Korra. We're like, okay, like the swamp's still there, Ba Sing Se still here, Fire Nation, everything's kind of still the same. I hope it's not like, I mean, like for instance, the Seven Haven, like you said, it could be 7 societies. It's like, I won't mind that, but like, it might just be a very different, it'd be like I'm watching a brand new show. It just implant 4 elements.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of nervous.
You're nervous.
Because this is not like a remake of Avatar.
No.
This is like the 3rd installment of the series. Like you have Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is, in my opinion, top tier television.
Sure.
You have Korra, which has its ups and downs, but I think over time people look at it and are like, it's a good it services the world, it services the Avatar reputation, and it's a good follow-up series. It has its bumps and bruises. But I think that while you're watching the show, and you probably remember when we did the reviews, it's like while you watch the show, you're like a lot of ups and downs. But by the time you're done and you like look back, you're like, I had fun, and I look at it as a positive experience.
100%.
Yep. So, and yeah, kind of like Phase 5 of the MCU. No, actually, not really. Interesting. Yeah. Well. Cool. I mean, I'm sure they're going to come out with some more stuff. They didn't say when the series is coming out. Is it 25?
I thought it was early 26 is what I thought.
And Untitled so. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Wow, there's way more information. I just scrolled down. All right, so the series is the series is in production. We're really good at this breaking news thing. The series is in production under the Avatar Studios banner from Nickelodeon Animation in Burbank. Cool. Avatar 7 Havens is comprised of book 1, 13
So there you
half-hour,
go.
13 half-hour episodes, and book 2, 13 half-hour episodes.
Oh, so there's only book. So there's book 1 and book 2.
Book 1, book 2, 13 half-hour episode or 13 half-hour episodes. I believe that was the format.
So it's not
of
one
Korra.
season, 26 episodes.
It's 2 seasons, 13 episodes, which I believe was the format of Korra. I believe Korra was 13.
That's
13,
what it was.
13.
That yeah.
Yeah. So the first series was 20. I guess they like 13. Additional news: premiere date and casting will announce. So they haven't even done that yet. Previously announced Paramount Studios or Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon Movies Untitled Animated Aang Avatar, which I believe they announced what it was called, right?
I thought so.
I think it was just called.
That's the Dave Bautista, right?
Yeah, I think it's called Aang the Last Airbender.
Yeah. When that hits theaters, man,
I might come up to see you that weekend. Fam debuts only in theaters January 30th, 2026.
Yep.
Yeah, I might actually come up to see you. Yeah, Dave
or vice versa, but yeah,
you're not coming to see me. The cast includes Dave Bautista. They don't mention Dante Bosco in here for the cast, but he's in it. He was announced in it.
And they announced Toph for the live action.
Well,
we may as well add that in there.
Yeah, well, they did. I know we talked about like, hey, let's make a video, but it's like realistically, it's like some 13-year-old girl I've never heard of. She's Asian. Like what else do you want me to say? She's in a couple shows I've never heard of. Like, cool. They didn't cast a 40-year-old. Like, I don't know what else to say about that. Like, yes, Toph's in season 2. It's an Asian 13-year-old girl. We'll see what happens.
Please don't edit that out.
No, I mean that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know what else to say. Like, you know, like
We're supposed to give the actress creds.
About what?
She was in so and this,
and I think she's I've heard of.
And I think she's a great choice.
I'm not gonna give a fake analysis here. She's in nothing I've ever heard of. She's 13. She doesn't have this long, career of work. You know, she probably. No, I'm just letting you know. I mean, like when they casted Aang, I was like, cool, some 12-year-old I've never heard of. Awesome. He looks the part.
So let's come on and join the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, hey, come on.
Let's
come
see
on in. I'm not saying
you before.
No, I'm not shit talking her. I mean, she might be really good in that. Well, I hope she's great. But I mean,
oh man,
it's like I don't know what to tell you. It's like
no matter what, she will never outdo Michaela.
No, it's a tall task.
It is.
Have.
It is.
But I say it, but
Sokka's
not much competition because
but Sokka's
she'll probably be great compared to the rest of the cast. She'll probably kill it, to be honest.
Sokka's actor, like looking back, did a fine job.
Yeah, I mean, look, he did a fine job. Again, I'll go back. I know I was just joking. None of the kids did a bad job, right? It was all the writing. No, seriously, it was the writing.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't. The writing was atrocious. And realistically, looking back, if you just think about the work that actor did, I would say the girl that played Katara probably didn't do great. She might grow into the role and be better. The kid that did Aang, again, I don't fault him because the writing was atrocious. I mean, Aang's writing was the worst out of all of them. Sokka's writing was probably the best of all of them, and that actor did fine and did well. Zuko's actor has a very tall task. You're talking about one of the most beloved characters in probably anime. So, I think I call it anime. I don't know if he lived up to it or not, but he serviced the role.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like I'm not gonna shit on any of those actors, and that's why I keep saying, like with Toph, it's like I don't know anything about this girl. I've never seen any of her shows. It all doesn't matter because I don't think any of these kids are good enough actors to overcome bad writing. Right?
Yeah, you made that.
So
you made that point clear. Yeah.
So it's like, will she be charismatic? Will she be good? Sure. I'm sure she'll crack a blind joke and we'll all laugh. But if the blind joke's just a bad joke, then I don't know if we're gonna laugh.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah. Holy shit! God bless America.
Well, Cabbage True, this 5 to 10 minute announcement turned to 30 minutes.
30 minutes. No, you know what? That's how we do it.
We appreciate you. We love you. Please subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
We Avatar fans are the one of the best fans you'll ever meet.
We're really the glue in all of cinema. If you think about it,
we are the glue.
I mean, you have Marvel fans fighting with DC fans. You have Star Wars fans fighting with Star Trek fans. You have Harry Potter fans and Lord of the Rings fans going at it. If you're an Avatar fan, you just understand that you are part of a cult that understands that this is the best series of all time, and
it is.
There's no debating with anyone. It's just here we are. We're just talking about Avatar. I mean, there might be.
I guess there is the debate of Korra or Avatar.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's that, but it's all love. It's all love.
Not really.
I think the Avatar fandom is not toxic. I don't think it is.
Of course, it's not toxic.
It can be a little toxic.
I mean, it's full of people with different hair colors, but.
Oh my god! All right, we're gonna get censored for that one. All right, well, guys, no, we really thank you guys for joining us on this, and please subscribe for more. There's gonna be more news. So we're gonna be having more breaking news. We're gonna be having more podcasts about Avatar, other shows, reaction videos. Right now, we are very much in the second half of Dragon Prince. So check that out, as well as any other series that we add to that, which we're gonna be doing soon. That's it. Subscribe.
All right, Cabbage Fruit, thank you. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everything, tell everybody, tell your coworkers, just at lunch when you're having some delicious meals with people. Just bring up the podcast that you listen to.
Bring some cabbage. Bring some cabbage. Mention our podcast.
Instead of breaking the ice, break the cabbage.
Yeah, break the cycle.
Do you not believe in the Avatar cycle anymore?
All right, peace.